Okay, so this is my very first video that I'm making, so please don't mind me. I'm gonna be trying to figure out exactly how the camera is that it works. So I might be looking around and everything like that. So today I'm gonna cover how the proper way to soak off your no chip manicure or your acrylic full sets. So basically, what you're gonna need is, of course, you always want to use pure acetone because nail polish remover isn't gonna do it. That's just made to remove nail polish. So what you need is 100% acetone, which you can get at Sally's. That's probably the best place that you're gonna get the best price at. Because I know Walgreens and Walmart they sell it, but it costs like a lot of money for not even a good amount. So basically, this is it. It's the kind that I get from Sally's. And then what I use to soak off my clients' manicures and full sets, it's this. I got it from eBay. So basically, on this part, I put warm water in there, and then I kind of put this over, and then just clamp them all in. And then in the part where it's their fingers, I just put the acetone in there, so they each get like it goes in like that. And they basically each finger has its own compartment, and it just makes it easier. And the warm water kind of just activates the acetone, so it makes it work a little bit faster. Um, and then also what you're gonna need, I use this a cuticle pusher just because it like covers more of the nail, like when you're trying to remove it, and it's a little bit easier. Also, what you can use is like an orange stick. It's really not an orange stick; it's a wooden stick, and on the ends it's kind of flat, so that kind of helps. Those are sometimes used for cuticle removal too. So those you can get at Sally's as well, but this you can get at Sally's too, and I just feel like this works a little bit better, and it works a little faster because it kind of just gets the base coat and everything like that, so it helps a little bit. And also, sometimes when you're soaking in acetone for a long time, what happens is like you kind of get like really dry skin right here, so it kind of gets kind of ashy looking. So what you can do is get some Vaseline and just put it like around your cuticle area, and even if you have like a cut, a paper cut or whatever like that on your finger, you can always just dab a big amount like on the cut. Like let's say you have a paper cut right here, you just put some on there, and then it'll kind of just be a seal. So when you're like in the acetone, it won't burn the cut as much. So I think that's it. It's very simple. It's very easy. For no chips, you can be in there for 10 minutes. And also, the reason why I only showed one is because if you're doing it by yourself, you're gonna want to do one hand at a time because if not, it can get kind of messy. And then also, when you're out of the acetone, whatever it is that you're trying to remove, it gets hard again. So don't, I know a lot of people like to, take their hand out and look at it, how it's coming off and stuff like that. Don't do that because it just makes it a little bit longer. So just do one hand at a time. For no chips, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to take off. It shouldn't take more than that. Sometimes, depending on the brand, it does. Um, and then for acrylic, that's a touchy one because the acrylic that it depends on the quality of the acrylic. Sometimes if the nail salons are breaking the rules and they're using MMA acrylic, and maybe one day I'll get a little bit more into that. If they're using MMA acrylic, it can take a really long time. And also how you can know if MMA acrylic was used on you is when you're soaking them off, it's going to be really slimy and really sticky and messy, really messy. Versus the quality acrylic, it's just gonna flake off. It's just gonna come off in like little chunks, and it's gonna be like really flaky. Not necessarily flaky, but just the texture of it is gonna be kind of flaky. And that can take at most like 30 to 45 minutes. But the MMA acrylic can take up to 2 hours. I've experienced that before. It can take up to 2 hours. Hopefully, it does it for you. But if you do have MMA acrylic, you realize that get a little buffer, like one of these. It kind of just like buff at it, once you kind of scrape off what you've already scraped off. And then just kind of buff it a little bit. Maybe it'll help speed it up a little bit. That way you can take them off and it won't take you 2 hours, hopefully. So that's about it for that. If you guys have any questions, want me to cover any other topics, just make sure you comment below. And please subscribe. Thank you.